The hustle player gets moving as Clark goes behind the back. Stano finishes at the rim. She even spotted Stano early with a behind-the-back pass and an excellent finish. Kimbrough steps into the shot and launches. Sampson with a clean feed to Clark. Clark goes behind the back again, and it's Smith who finishes strong. Pure brilliance from Caitlin Clark. When you run the floor, great things can happen. What an incredible delivery. Clark once again behind the back to Smith. Oh, and July misses after a spectacular move. The game is tied right now. Clark finds Sampson, and believe it or not, that's the biggest lead of the game so far. Clark attacks downhill as the defense collapses toward her, then kicks it out with the block trailing. Clark to Warnock 21 points in her collegiate career, third most among active players. Clark with the backdoor pass. Martin gets an easy 2. An interesting substitution here for LSU last season's jersey number comes into play. That's now 22 points, and she's closing in fast. Give and go action with Boston. Clark kicks it out to Mitchell Money. Watch these plays closely. A perfect basket cut. And instead of forcing the shot against tough defense, she plays it smart. Back at Yukon, she mentioned her playing weight around 155 now after making adjustments. As Mark noted earlier, defenses across the country struggle to contain her. She draws a second defender, sees the floor brilliantly, and that vision is a major reason she leads the nation in assists and points. We knew coming in that Monaco would be the key for Iowa to secure the win today. Bonner can't get it to fall. Bentley grabs the rebound, and here comes Clark. She pushes the pace, beats Bentley, and finishes at the rim. Not just tonight, but all season. Watch this connection again. Boston
and Nelson
and Clark
Adota.
delivering with elite vision.
Tipping.
5 assists in just over 5 minutes. She has been dominant in the first quarter.
In the
Clark
garden,
finds
and
the cutter
Hartley
what
brings the
look.
ball up.
That video game vision from Caitlin Clark, and once again, that
MVP of the
unreal court
Commissioner's
awareness.
Connecticut really
Ryan
mixing up
Ristro
how
finishes
they're
with
guarding.
2, waiting for the Stano screen. Stano rolls, scores,
Clark
and
off
gets
that
the
ball
and
screen
one.
action. That was a
Illinois
high edge.
State defended
I don't know what
well,
you call that
switching
one.
on the ball. But the offense was even better. Tremendous court
Tina
vision from
Charles on
Caitlin
little
Clark.
tippy-toe.
2-for-1
Shot.
opportunity.
One thing you know about Tina Charles.
Clark with the bounce pass to Boston. Clark tries to
And that's
create
something about this
space,
team.
gives it up, and Bentley lays
Adota
it in
can't
fourth.
get it to
Assist
fall.
for Clark. Head up the entire time, navigating traffic,
Found
on
her,
to
and then
defenders,
Howard, good
selling
ball
the shot.
movement to start
then
things off
bouncing
here.
it inside. A
The
beautiful
three
find
for
to
Hall.
Mitchell.
The Fever
the
have
lead
not
is
missed for
back
the
to
Sun.
16.
History
What a
goes all
dime
the way
from
back
Clark,
to
and
college.
Warnock finishes on the run. Experience and strength make the difference here.
Ohio State
Another
and
great
Iowa
look from Clark.
playing against
And
each
Smith
other
lays
in
it in. 2 assists and a bucket on the first 3 possessions of the quarter.
Yeah,
Here's CNP
Caitlin Clark
Caitlin
continues
Clark
the ability of
using
guarding
the
Aaliyah
screen
Boston.
from Boston and controlling the game. There's the pick and roll. Creating an
High
easy
edge
look,
on the
exactly
ball
the
screen
kind of
on
play they
Clark.
need if they're going to
Inside,
pull off the
perfect.
upset. Watch this screen and the perfectly timed pocket pass
Call that
after
with
a
Tina Charles. That was a
long
little
and very
tippy-toe.
successful career.
Shot.
One thing
Season to finally comes to an end. Wow, using Vonley as the screener
ball
when
moving
she
in
isn't
rotation.
being
That's
guarded
something
up
about
top.
this team.
Caitlin Clark
Also,
draws
Adota-
the defense, and that's exactly what you do. Pull the attention and deliver the pass.
Boston found
She
her, and then
averages 8
Howard,
assists
good ball
and 8
movement to
rebounds per game. Aaliyah Boston on the roll. A beautiful dive
Missed
to the
a
rim.
shot
The
yet.
Liberty briefly take their first lead of the
7.
game. But it doesn't last long as Smith puts the Fever right back on top.
That
Indiana
basket stopped. 8
needs Smith
for
on
8.
the floor. It's a simple transition play. But as a leader and future face of the franchise, that kind of awareness matters. Clark commands so much attention that she's able to find cutters and moving teammates. Both players are working with 4 fouls. Clark gets a hand in to knock it away. And here she comes in transition. The bounce pass finds Stokes, who finishes at the rim. What a dish from Caitlin Clark. Bell loses control. Clark pushes it ahead to Davis, who lays it in and draws the foul. That was just strong. A long rebound goes to the Fever. Don't wait, transition defense breaks down. She gets a decent look, but can't finish it. Suddenly, she's 6 for 10, and it's starting to cool off. Then the baseball pass down the floor. Look at this delivery. Not many players can make that pass from behind the free throw line. The three-pointer is launched and missed. The Mystics open the game 0-4 from the field. Clark with a sharp feed inside to Sampson. Clark surveys, uses the screen from Sonano, then bounces it to her on the roll for two. Van Lith answers on the other end. Marshall pulls down the rebound. It's a 15-10 Louisville lead. Oh, what a fine Clark to Warnock. Indiana will have to try to win this one again after that brilliant first half. And Clark once more with a beautiful feed, and there it is.